The double standards in the Sonic community are actually wild. Like Summer Games Fest demo, Sega had bouncers at the booths, so we couldn't see any footage of the demo. Yet y'all still looked at the leaks. Y'all didn't care about spoilers then. At the Gamescom demo, people bypassed the 15-minute time limit. Y'all still looked at the leaks. Y'all didn't care about spoilers then. It even had a cutscene spoiler with Sonic getting yeeted by the Titan. Y'all didn't care then. Now all of a sudden, it's a problem? Now all of a sudden, since we've seen the first Titan boss fight, now it's a problem? Really? Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Khaosity here, back again for a brand new video here on the channel. And today we're going to be not taking a look at, but we're going to be talking about the newest leaks of Sonic Frontiers. Okay, something happened while I was asleep. Apparently, multiple cutscenes got leaked, and the whole Titan boss fight on the first island with Super Sonic got leaked. So I won't be showing any videos or footage. I might show some screenshots, but I'm not going to show any footage since apparently Sega Shinobis are lurking. Okay, they are lurking and striking people's crap down, so I won't be showing any of that, but I will be talking about it. But before we get into it, if you're new, subscribe and like the video. We're on the road to 400, but without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Alright, so like I said before, I won't be showing any footage, but I may have a screenshot every now and then. But basically, the first initial cutscene that we see within this leaked video is of Eggman. It first starts off with Eggman and his little, what do you call that thing? The egg carrier? Whatever. His little hovermobile. Alright, I don't even know the official name of that thing, but it starts off with him in that he's lurking around Kronos Island, you know, and then he comes up to one of the cyberspace thrones. After getting out of his vehicle, he has some kind of device that, I don't know, allows him, or he tries to like take control of cyberspace through one of these thrones. But basically, he puts this device on the portal, it activates, and it spawns a bunch of the soldiers behind him. Right? Spawns a bunch of the soldiers behind him, and it shows the great big Titan lurking in the background watching him. And as a result of his meddling with the cyberspace throne, he gets sucked in. So that's basically the cutscene of how he gets into cyberspace, how he gets trapped. So we figure out how that works. Alright. And then the cutscene either switches to another cutscene, or it goes on to then show Sonic, Tails, and Amy all on the tornado heading towards the island. As we know from the synopsis, they're either looking for Eggman to see what he's been doing, or they're searching for the emeralds on these islands, right? So they're in the tornado, they're flying, Tails' plane or control panel, something screws up, he starts going out of control, and then the big vortex shows up. They get sucked in, Sonic gets into cyberspace, and that's where the first Green Hill stage comes in, the first Windmill Isle act of cyberspace. And so you play that act, and then from that point, I think, that's where the demo really starts. It shows a cutscene of Sonic exiting cyberspace or waking up on the island. But the cutscene before that is Sonic, Tails, and Amy flying the tornado. They're chatting. Tails' plane, or the plane, goes out of control. The big cyberspace vortex shows up. They fly in. They get separated. Sonic then wakes up on Kronos Island. Okay, then at this point in the leak video, it's just all the cyberspace stages. We've literally seen, I think, almost all of them for Kronos Island, so I don't really care about those. You guys already know how I feel about that, so I'm going to move on to the next piece of actual leak, and that is the entirety of the Titan boss fight for Kronos. Alright, so as you know, Titan boss fight for Kronos, the Titan is really skinny, tall, swole. So, as you guys know, Sonic tries to fight it, he can't fight it, he needs Supersonic, so he goes Supersonic, goes into the form, and then you're let into the boss fight. And from the looks of it, it doesn't really seem like that much is happening. I mean, it's really just mostly Sonic attacking the Titan. Like, the Titan has this one big wide arm swing that I think you can parry or avoid, but other than that, nothing really happens. Halfway through the fight, there's like a phase change, the Titan switches forms or activates some kind of laser attack. Like, I don't really know, and I'm not really going into detail because the quality of this is like pretty bad, so I can't make out details. But you fight the Titan, he gets to the second phase, he gets all these lasers on his back. You fight him. Then Sonic beats him, and you get this really cool cutscene of Sonic literally blasting through the stomach of the Titan. Like, I'm pretty sure what I'm looking at here is either robot oil or Titan blood. So I don't really know what. Like, it looks pretty graphic, not gonna lie. So yeah. So yeah, Sonic beats the Titan, blah blah blah. You win. And basically how he gets to the second island, this is the next cutscene by the way, he gets to the second island as Super Sonic. You know, he literally just flies across the ocean, doesn't care. And then once he's right above the next island, he gets shot out of the sky. Comes barreling, plummeting down into the sand. He gets up, I don't know what he's saying because there's no subtitles on screen or whatever. He gets up out of the sand, he looks up, sees the 7 Chaos Emeralds, and they all disperse into their respective Chaos Emerald vaults on Ares Island. You know, something like the Dragon Ball. After you use them, they split up and they all spread out across the earth. But in this case, all the Chaos Emeralds spread out and go to their respective vaults across Ares Island. So obviously you're supposed to repeat the process. I mean, we already knew this. We already knew Super Sonic was going to be used multiple times throughout this game. So this is nothing really new. I don't even consider this a leak. This just shows us how Sonic gets to the second island. All right, and this may not even be like the method of travel Sonic uses for the entire game. He may get to other islands through various different methods. Okay, and that's basically all the new stuff that anyone would really care about. Like I said before, a majority of this video is literally just showing all the cyberspace levels that we've already seen. So no thoughts there, nothing to comment on there. But we got the first initial cutscene of Eggman tampering with a cyberspace throne. A bunch of enemies spawn in. He gets trapped in cyberspace. We see Sonic, Tails, and Amy on the tornado heading towards the Starfall Islands. And we see how they get lost in cyberspace and how they get split up. And then we see the whole Titan boss fight, which looks pretty simple to me. I didn't really see that many moves from the big Titan. Alright, but I mean, we could have just not seen that many moves, because I mean, the player who was playing it was attacking the Titan pretty often, so maybe the Titan just never got a chance to show any of its real attacks. But from what I've seen, doesn't really seem that difficult. It was a long boss fight though. Like, that health bar was barely moving. I'll tell you that health bar was barely moving. But in terms of like attack patterns and all that, it seemed pretty simple. And then we get the cutscene of Sonic going to Ares Island. He gets shot out of the sky, loses the Chaos Emeralds. They disperse, go back to the Chaos Emerald vaults, and then we're on Ares Island. So yeah, I don't really have that many thoughts. The only concerns I would really have is just how Super Sonic feels, because obviously looking at the footage is completely different from seeing how it plays and how it feels to play. So I can't really say anything there. But of course, the game releases in what, 40 days at this point, so gonna have to wait and see. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this little quick video. If you did, drop a like, and if you're new, consider subscribing to the channel. We're on the road to 400. But until next time, peace.